This is my reaction to the terrible and very disturbing incident that happened at the beginning of May of this year concerning a father, Mr. Rodney Hinton Jr., and his son, Ryan Hinton, the 18-year-old that so sadly and tragically lost his life at the hands of a Cincinnati police officer. And even more devastating and diabolical is the loss of that innocent retired sheriff's deputy that was simply out on patrol doing his duty at the university there in Cincinnati. I am so just disturbed by this, and of course there are more updates and information to come out, and of course I'm just giving my response to this, and I am giving my response not according to the details of the case, because of course they're still investigating. There are many different moving parts in this. So I am not speaking about the details of the case because it's still under investigation and it will continue to unfold. I am simply wanting to discuss the responses that I am seeing from individuals in the community, individuals in society, those that are my skin folk. And of course, there are other nationalities and races that are giving their response about this. Yet I'm finding this to be a very disturbing trend that is happening with my skin folk. When did it become okay to celebrate and promote and salute and parade when our skin folk unalive someone of another race, and that is a cause for celebration and promotion? How dare we? That is a blatant disregard for human life. We were created by God, by Yahweh. We have no ability to give life, and we have no ability to take life. That belongs to the hand of our Creator, Yahweh, God who sits in heaven. And people will say, and I'm seeing them say, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. No, baby, that's not it. Yeshua came and settled the debt. We've been redeemed, many of us, and regenerated. And the Bible says revenge is the Lord's. So no, I do not co-sign and agree with Mr. Rodney Hinton Jr. Am I absolutely sympathetic to his pain, his suffering right now, to realize that his son was unalived? Yes, that has to be devastating. I don't know what that's like. Yet what I do know what it's like, I do know what it's like to lose a family member at the hands of their own hands. So any loss of life should be devastating. But the erosion of many in community and society today that are rejoicing and establishing funds for individuals who unalive other individuals who are absolutely innocent. This sheriff's deputy had nothing to do with it. And what's equally more diabolical and disturbing to me, I'm hearing men and women say, well, I could see if it was the actual police officer that he unalived Mr. Rodney Hinton Jr. I could see that. Then you would be okay with that? You would be in agreement with that? Seriously? And we are in this war, and you all, oh my goodness, who co-sign and agree with this right here, this mess, you need to understand this is a diabolical, satanic strategy coming from the straight pits of hell, where he wants to divide and conquer the races and the nationalities. Don't be fooled. This war against races, this come from the pit of hell. This ancestry worship, my race is better than your race. That's ignorance. That is straight ignorance. And the enemy, Satan, he's enjoying every single bit of it. And I know, you all have some thoughts about this. And I definitely want to hear what you have to say about it. But I wanted to just jump on here real quick and to speak on this, because this division is unholy, it's ungodly, it's sinister, it is diabolical. And if we don't get a handle on it, it's going to continue. The enemy is going to continue to use the hearts and the minds of those that are experiencing loss. We're not using critical thinking skills. We're not using conflict resolution. And we're certainly not using emotional intelligence. We got to do better. Skin folk, we have to do better. This is utterly this is just, it's just not right. So I want to hear what you all have to say about this. Get in the comments, whether you agree or disagree. See, that's what this life is about. We're all not going to agree with each other, but you know what? There are other avenues for us to be able to go down. We can agree to disagree. And if you have a legal issue such as this should have been allowed to be handled by the courts, to let everything play out for Mr. Rodney Hinton Jr. Let them, do their investigation, review the body camera footage, very intensively, as it should be. Let everything play out. And if it is found that this police officer used excessive force, then go down the right avenue to do it. Because now, Mr. Rodney Hinton Jr., husband, father, productive citizen, now you are away from your family. The nuclear family is broken, and now your wife doesn't have a husband in the home, and your children don't have a father in the home. We got to start thinking so that we can do better, so that we can live longer. Shalom, beloveds.